One of the, see?
All right.
In?
Yep.
One of the most common questions.
You're green. Am I green? That was one of those.
So, let them know what's the difference between a builder's agent and a realtor.
So we partner with a wonderful realtor, and they bring you guys in, and they can tell you. They can. Oh my gosh.
That's okay. That's okay. We got it. Thinking about making a move to Jacksonville, Florida and buying a new construction home, there's a lot you need to know. And with experience selling countless new construction homes, we know a lot about this process. We actually have builders reaching out to us to list some of their properties. So we're taking all of that knowledge and we've decided to condense everything we know into this video. So let's get to it. When you're looking to buy a new construction home, it's essential that you understand these homes are categorized, which is largely based off price. In Jacksonville, Florida area, for instance, starter homes typically start at about high 200,000s and go up to low 400,000s. Now, these homes are built by what we call a production builder. Now, a few of the builders might let you pick one or two things, but mostly you're going to get very limited options. These builders have streamlined their process to keep costs low, crank the houses out, and deliver great value. As you move into the mid 400,000s to 700,000 range, you'll encounter semi-custom homes. Now, these are still produced by production builders, but offer more options, more flexibility. And with this semi-custom home, you usually select a broad range of choices, although you still are working with some predefined parameters. Now, in this price range, you generally have two options. One, built from dirt. Two, move-in ready. Now, a move-in ready home is a home that the builder's chosen everything. They've already picked out the finishes, the lot, and even the colors on the home. And they don't even have a buyer yet. And generally, you're going to get a better deal with better incentives on these homes. Now, beyond the 700 mark, you've entered a whole new realm. We're talking about custom. At this level, you can often design your own floor plan, choosing your lot, customizations, almost every aspect of the house. This category offers the ultimate flexibility with no limits on finishes and fixtures. You can include everything. All right, let's talk about lot sizes for a moment. And to give you a clear picture, I'm going to use this book. Now, when we're looking at new construction, whether that be in a starter neighborhood or in a large master plan community, lot sizes are typically determined by the front width of the lot. For instance, when we're looking at smaller lots in Jacksonville, we're typically talking about 40 to 50 foot wide and 120 deep. Now, what that means itself is the house is going to be narrower. So it's going to come around 30 to 40 with a 5-foot build line on each side. On these narrow lots, homes tend to be a lot longer and a lot skinnier, with square footages typically around 1,200 square feet, 1,400 square feet, 1,600 square feet. While they are designed with an open concept to make them feel more spacious, they are inherently smaller due to the lot size. Now, in contrast, when we're looking at a larger community or a higher priced home, we're looking at lots going from about 60 up to 100 feet wide, meaning the front width of the home. Now, these homes are a lot wider, and that means they're going to be in the range of about 400 to 700,000. Now, these provide ample space and generous floor plans, including larger kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms, and all these features. You're definitely probably going to get that big walk-in closet, a little bit more storage, and even 3-car garages. Now, ultimately, lot size directly influences the home's layout and size. So understand this. Let me help you out. Choosing a home that fits your lifestyle and preference probably going to be based off of your lot. Everyone tends to fall in love with these model homes, and it's easy to see why. Now, they're going to design these properties to showcase absolutely everything. Every upgrade that the builder offers is going to be inside of here, and you're going to get all the bells, you're going to get all the whistles. However, it's important to understand this. This is not your actual home. Now, the model homes, they have every high-end feature that you can possibly get in a design studio. But if I'm looking at an inventory home, they're generally going to put, let's say, $30,000 into that property, and you can ask the sales representative, and they're going to show you exactly what design features are inside of there. But looking at a home like this, we've walked properties, and they've had anywhere from, let's say, $110,000 to $500,000 inside of that property. So the first thing you want to do is understand the standard features that you're getting inside when you're purchasing that property, because the one thing I don't want you to be is completely disappointed. When you go to the design studio, it can go crazy, and it looks like a candy store for adults. So first thing, when you're looking at these model homes, don't get completely attached. They're only showing you what could possibly be yours if you move into that house. All right, so I know you want to understand how to get the best deal on new construction, and I promise you guys I'm going to cover that a little bit later, but I want to step out to talk about elevations. Now, when you're choosing to build a home, first you'll have to select the floor plan, and different builders have different floor plans and different models. Some may have a handful, others may have dozens of floor plans. Now, within each floor plan, you'll have to choose from a various elevation. Now, the term refers to different exterior designs for the front configuration, and in this home right here, absolutely gorgeous, we might be talking about stone, we might be talking about brick, we might be talking about stucco, and sometimes influencing the roof line to change the total overall appearance of that house. So when you're selecting a new home, don't just consider the floor plan. Also look at the different elevations they may have inside of that house so you can get what you want inside and outside. But we're gonna go back inside because it's hot out here. Now, when clients ask me which is the best builder, I have to reframe that question. I have to say, what's the best builder that fits your needs? Now, builders vary in their approach. Like some are going to price the homes different, the structures are going to be different, they're going to have unique floor plans, and in any given community, there may be 4 or 5 builders, and we have to narrow that down. And it's going to be based off of your budgets and your needs. What are you looking for? Now, your choice might be based off of a life event. You just had a child, and you're trying to figure out how we're going to put him in our 2-bedroom apartment. Or you may be moving, wanting to downsize and looking for some luxury. But either way, it's based off of your needs. And so we're going to look for that builder based off of what you've told us with your criteria. I also like to help people with this one. Builders' quality varies based off of neighborhood. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how it really works. So many times you're going and you're looking at reviews. Those reviews saying, hey, they were horrible. That may be in Las Vegas. That may not be in Jacksonville, Florida, on the south side of town. So based off of your preferences, your personal needs, what builder fits your style, that's what we're gonna have to look for. One of the most common questions I receive when people are buying new construction is, should I use a realtor or not? So what I did was bring in Katie Barnett, ICI Homes, to help explain the process. So let them know the difference between a builder's agent and a realtor.
So the difference between a builder's agent and a realtor is that I work for the builder, ICI Homes. Now, a wonderful realtor will bring you in, and me and the realtor love to partner together to help you find your wants, your needs, everything that will make you happy and find your forever dream home.
So we start the process by understanding your wants, your needs, and the lifestyle that you have. And then we kind of condense that down to find the neighborhoods, find the houses, and then we come see a Katie. So I have one question, and this is kind of a myth, right? And I want them to hear it directly from a builder's agent. The myth, I get a better deal if I do not use a realtor and I go directly to the builder. Is that true?
It's not true. So you will not get a better deal if you come with or without a realtor. Again, we love our realtor partners. It makes your time so much easier with us, and it helps us as well because, again, they already know your wants and needs. They've already, slimmed down that list to bring you straight to us. So no, you don't get a better deal, and we love our realtors, and we're so excited to also have you as well.
All right, so that, you heard it, guys. You don't get a better deal walking in without us. But I always want to talk about the relationship equity that we have with builders, right? We actually have a builder right now that actually gives us more just because we bring in so many customers. Mm-hmm. And you have to understand the process of building. And I think people don't understand that it's not just a let me walk in here and sign a piece of paperwork. It's actually an entire process of understanding contracts, understanding first phase, second phase, third phase, all the phases.
You're right.
And we work with the builders so we can get you into the perfect home.
You're right.
All right?
You're right.
All right, appreciate you.
Thank you.
Now, if you've been here before, you know what I'm gonna say, get up, get your own water. But if this is your first time visiting the channel, do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification as we try to talk about all things Jacks, where to eat, where to live, where to play. That way you can kind of stay up to date on everything that's going on in Jacksonville. And if you do not know me, my name is Dr. Adrian A. Gentry, AKA Dr. Real Estate Jacks, and our team receives text messages, emails, and calls all the time for people just like you trying to buy new construction in Jacksonville. If that sounds like you, do me a favor, pick up the phone, shoot us a text, shoot us a call, shoot us an email. We're the guys that pick up the phone. Now, when it comes building a new construction, there's a decision you're going to have to make. Should I get an inspection? Now, we work with clients all the time, and we can assist you with that with inspectors that we utilize here in Jacksonville. But there's typically 2 times that we would advise to get an inspection. One would be pre-drywall. That's when all the components behind the walls have been completed and before the drywall goes up. So we can look at the plumbing, we can look at electricity, and we can look at if the house has been framed properly. The second inspection, I would say, would be final inspection. This happens right before you close on that property to ensure that everything in that property was done correctly. Now, there's one more. This is after you close on the property, right? 10 months after you close on that property, I tell everyone go out, get an inspection. That way, that first 1 year warranty that you will get. At 10 months, I tell everybody go get another inspection. Reason being, 1 year warranty is about to end and you want to ensure with the settling that's happened with the property that there's no defects. Now you can take that warranty, now you can take that inspection, you can hand it over to the builder and generally they'll fix the things that come up on that inspection. So the goal of this video is not to get you the perfect home with no issues. That would only be in the perfect world, but to ensure you get the home as perfect as possible. Now, and hiring a third-party inspector is highly recommended. Now, that being said, most new construction homes come with 1, 2, and a 10-year warranty. 1, dealing with cosmetic issues. 2 year is all about systems. You're talking about your plumbing, you're talking about your electricity, and the 10-year is for framing and foundation. All right, so to get the best deal on new construction, because that's what you guys are really here for, you're going to have to consider a couple of factors. The first one being market conditions. Now, builders are offering more incentives than I've seen before just based off of today's market. Fluctuating interest rates being kind of high, they're offering you more deals to save you cash. Number 2, there'll be builder variables. Now, pricing strategies, they're going to change between builders. Some builders right now are offering low initial pricing and leaving little to no room for negotiation. Others are offering higher pricing, but they're a little bit more flexible. Number 3, this is the one that everybody is concerned about, interest rates and incentives. Now, builders, like I said before, are offering tons of incentives. In this market right now, I have one builder who's actually offering 2.99 with a 2-1 buy down, locking in at 4.5, much lower than the interest rates on the market right now. And we're talking about closing costs, they're paying all of it. We're talking about giving you money to buy down the price. We're talking about money to even put a fence in the backyard. Whatever you're looking for, the incentives right now are excellent. And number 3 would be move-in ready. Now, this is where the savings really is going to begin to compound. So all the things I talked about, incentives, fall underneath this bracket, right? Because if you're looking at a home and you're possibly looking at moving in right now, they're going to offer you the most incentive packages. If you're looking to move within the next 90 days, it just varies between what builder you're actually working with. Some will offer you the exclusive package up front, giving you all the incentives that you can possibly get. Others, if you're going to build from scratch, you may not get all of those incentives. But that's all I'm giving you guys. That's it. If you want a home that costs less, you may not want to build from scratch. If you want deals, you may want to look in, move in ready, and then look at incentives. And that's what we do all day is talk to builders and find out what their incentives are, what they can offer our customers. So if you're looking for a new construction property, we are experts at this thing and we want to help you get into a home. So I'm gonna put a number somewhere in here. I do that every video. Why? Because I don't know where it goes in post-production. But give us a call, right? We would love to talk to you guys. I'm going to put 2 more videos up right here so you can kind of check out some other areas of Jacksonville, some other of our videos. But until next time, be great. Choose excellence in everything you do.